Good evening. Thanks for joining us. In just a few minutes, we will be hearing from Premier David Eby with an update on our wildfire season that got dramatically worse. We'll carry the news conference live as soon as it happens. But first to Kelowna. It's been a harrowing 24 hours for thousands of people forced to escape the unpredictable flames. Thousands worried if their homes will still be standing. We begin our wildfire coverage with CTV's Penny Daflos live in Kelowna. Penny, what's it like out there now?
Well, mi-jung, we are basically right in the center of the fire activity right now in downtown Kelowna, so that I can show you. Over there is West Kelowna. The glow that you continue to see, those spots, those are flames that continue to burn. An unknown number of houses destroyed over there. To the north of us, it's possible that more homes have been destroyed, according to people who were forced to flee for their lives earlier this afternoon. And the wind just keeps gusting. It is the worst possible news, fanning these erratic flames on either side of Lake Okanagan. The flames burned with terrifying ferocity overnight, destroying homes and risking lives.
It was one of the most challenging nights of firefighting in our history. It was like 100 years of firefighting all at once in one night.
Despite hours of efforts, Friday afternoon, West Kelowna houses were engulfed in minutes. Across the water, seniors at a care home in Kelowna were carefully taken to safety as UBC Okanagan was evacuated, and Mounties rushed to warn those living north of downtown to flee.
It's kind of indescribable. You can't really put into words. We were just out behind the house, raking, trying to do what we could. Gave it our best shot, and now it's in the Lord's hands.
Right now, I think I'm watching the fire hit my house.
Thousands of people have been evacuated. Some are at reception centers, others wherever they can find space, waiting to see if their homes have survived.
We are so worried about our house, our family, our friends even.
I could see the mountains were burning all the way to Lake Country. It was just a fire here and there and there. I never thought it'd ever get there, but it got to where we were evacuated too.
Sleeping on a friend's couch, and I don't know. We're going to keep watching the doorbell camera and see what happens.
Municipal fire crews have been arriving all day from Metro Vancouver to try and protect as many homes as possible, but fierce winds keep whipping the flames. They're pleading for people to listen to evacuation orders to avoid any loss of life.
We had to send our CMP fire department staff and our own staff back into evacuation order zones to try to get people out. That puts their lives at risk.
It's been incredibly dry. We know that already. And typically when you see smoke like this, you assume that it's really hot. But the wind that keeps blowing, it's quite cool. That's not helping the flame situation, however. And we just got out of what's considered peak fire activity every afternoon. That's usually between 2 and 5. Mi-jung, we keep seeing fine particles of ash falling down. A little bit down here, but mostly in the evacuation areas, it's quite pronounced. It's almost like fine snow that's falling as the wind gusts and brings those bits of ash over.
So concerning to see how windy it is right now. And of course, this is supposed to be the height of Kelowna's busy tourist season, but it looks so surreal right now. What you've been talking to people all day. What is the mood like?
Very uneasy, mi-jung, and typically at this time, a Friday afternoon in Kelowna, right here on the waterfront, there'd be a ton of people. There's just maybe a couple of dozen. The patios are empty, and all afternoon I kept seeing lineups at gas stations, people fueling up, leaving town, trying to get out because they can see what's happening, how volatile the situation is. The wind keeps blowing, and that's just causing more unease, more concern. It's going to be a really unsettling night for people whose homes are close to the danger, mi-jung.
With all those people evacuated, stay safe out there. Thank you, Penny.